welcome back, Lakers, to another live stream. Tonight we're going to be watching Overwatch Black playing against RMU. Welcome, I'm your host, Derek, and here's your other host.
I'm Felix.
And we're going to get into some fun Overwatch tonight. We're going to be Overwatch Black playing. Is that correct?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, I believe Overwatch Black has had quite a good record this season.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of 3-0s. You'll love to see it.
Oh, yeah. Black's been doing exceptional this season.
Yeah. Big fan of the Black team myself. I feel like they're very passionate. I love watching their games. I love watching when they play Genji, too. You've probably heard me mention Genji a few times on this.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Very excited.
Yeah, Black's been doing, going above and beyond. I've got a number of players who've been, VOD reviewing and practicing, and they were trying to do their best against RMU today. And this is my first time being a game leader, and being able to see that level of passion from my players has been, frankly, exciting. So,
yeah, I think that's a really good thing. Yep. So we're actually about to get into our game. I think all that coaching and help might pay off here. So let's get into the game. Ooh, looks like we're going to be on Lijiang Tower tonight. Hopefully we'll see some Lucio every single time we're on here. We always talk about, is Lucio going to be banned? If he's not being played, he's probably banned.
That's correct. Dr. Ken is fantastic at Lucio, and he loves playing. And good, that's good. Lucio's not banned. Wonderful.
Yeah. Have you had a chance to see the current meta for the season? I haven't seen since the season started if there's been any major changes from last season.
Not that I've seen. Last season and this season, we've been seeing a lot of Reaper Zarya compositions. I think overall the balance changes have not been that drastic towards the meta this time.
Oh, we'll have to see a good basketball living like Luka like the last challenge they had. Missed that. Alright, gonna go into the control center here. Looks like we're gonna set up some flank with Lucio and flank on the
Melting that Manga got him to run out.
Yeah, this Reaper is completely isolated by the Mei walls. Cut off completely.
Pushing on their supports. Manga charges in, gets her Venture. Maga's out, teams out, and they capture the objective.
It looks like they took that fight rather convincingly. I think the Mei wall is going to be a bit of a problem here. It's very good on this control center map because you can just wall them off and then aggro that one person who gets walled off very easily.
Yeah, over the last week they've been studying RMU's VODs and been trying to practice what to do against his Maga composition. And I think the Mei pick's going to be excellent for trying to bait out Maga slam and isolate him and melt him.
Yeah, I also really like to see the Venture here. I feel like Krivik especially, they're a big Venture enthusiast. So I know that when it fits into the comp too like this, we can play close range and knock them around, get them into walls. It's really beneficial when they happen to be able to play their favorite character.
Oh yeah, 100%.
It looks like they're just going to maintain lead, pushing 43% here for GVSU Black. They're going to have some Orisa 1v1 here. Just
pushing the objective here.
See a big air surge. They're looking for it and they're going for it. Did they get anyone? No, but they created space and they're forcing out cooldowns.
They're able to finish up. Ooh.
Team kill.
Very clean fight.
And GVSU still has the Mei ult, which is maybe the most crucial ultimate they have because you can just throw it on point there, freeze everyone. I think GVSU might try to save it for overtime because they're already getting close to 80%-ish. At least that's a solid strategy for overtime.
Oh yeah. Oh, it comes out now.
Yeah, they're gonna aggro on it and just try to push them in spawns so they can't even touch.
Is all by themselves.
Yeah, against them trades back and forth. Looks like Robert Morris might be pushing forward, getting enough picks. Yeah, Grand Valley slowly being whittled down more and more. GB is gonna have to back out here.
Back it up. Ooh. 96% and they lose the objective.
Yeah, looks like the ult economy is rather similar. There's one ult, two ults here. But Grand Valley, they have to pull back so they don't get staggered. They don't want to lose percentage, but they only need a single fight to cap this point, so they're okay taking a few losses as long as they can get the fight in the end and get their ults back online.
Robert Morris does have currently sitting on 4 different ults right now, so these next couple fights, Black's gonna have to play very safely. And you see Rush and Terracers come out from Robert Morris.
Yeah, they know that if they lose a single fight, it's over for them, but everything looks like it's coming out. I think that was what 4 ultimates used right there at least. Venture gets 2, but if I was Grand Valley, I personally would want to kind of just tease out the ults and see if you can bait them. But they still have a couple fights left. Widow.
100%. I think going in now, Robert Morris has only High Noon, and we're coming up on Rush and Terra Surge. And I think played well, they should be able to win this next fight.
Yeah, I think they just gotta watch for this cast on the side, especially with Flash banking the buff a few seasons ago. Try to poke out this Venture, but Venture knows not to peek too much. Yep. If they could wall off this Orisa, that would be really crucial to get a pick.
Going in the backline, Terra Surge comes out, catch the Wu Yang.
Oh, they do secure the kill.
All supports are cornered.
Have 3 for Robert Morris. It's going to be really hard to turn around.
Can Lunar clutch. 3v1. Oh, gets the
it's a
kill.
trade.
Oh.
Yeah, unfortunately, it comes down to Robert Morris still securing that in the end. Grand Valley will have 1 touch, but they're going to be a little bit staggered, so they're going to have someone contest.
Yeah, this next fight's resting entirely on Twisty's and Rush.
I believe Venture can contest underground. So they can stall for just a little bit here while they get back. They're
Putting
trying to
pressure on the supports.
trying to split them off. Unfortunately, they have Suzu. Got all the ultimates going off like an epic anime battle. But Robert Morris
down, and I don't think Black can touch.
Yeah, it looks like Robert Morris were the main characters in that anime fight. So, you know.
Unfortunately.
They get the plot armor for that round, but I think it might switch in the next round.
Next round, Black's 100% got it. Very close match.
Yeah, gotta say, this is their round for sure. Appreciate A-Tree being in the chat, the #1 comment goat, as they call them. Looks like we're gonna
We love you, A-Tree.
We do. Wish we could see you play more Genji, though. We love that as well. We're gonna be on some more. We're moving over to Gardens.
They swapped off Mei for Genji. I'm curious to see how they're going to be going for a more dive-like approach, trying to cover more of the angles on Garden here.
Yeah, this one's a lot more open, so it's a little bit more difficult for Mei to get value, but she can still wall off this this bridge. These bridges are terrible as a choke.
Oh yeah, and slippery.
It looks like they're going to be all going to the white room, as they call it in scrims. You don't normally see teams usually fight on this side. Usually they go on the main bridge. It looks like Grand Valley got it there first, so they're able to just kind of hold it and just push forward.
Yeah, Robert Morris is just shut out of that room now. We get the capture.
Now, Robert Morris, they're going to have to decide. Do they want to keep trying to go in White Room, or are they going to go the traditional way over the bridge? It looks like they're going to group up and try to go through White Room again.
This is a very risky play, I think, with our risk. Oh, you know what? They're able to push right through. We give up space for point, and we just have to back up.
Yep, they got some picks in there, so you have to either make a play or get out, and looks like they're just going to die and have to retreat this fight. Robert Morris taking the first, well, it wasn't quite the first fight, it's more the second one because it was
Second
staggered,
fight.
but yeah. Love that Venture spray with the pointing meme. That's great.
Looks like it's our turn to go push the white room. Genji and Lucio are on the opposite side of the bridge, trying to put pressure on the supports. We push the white room here.
We have our Venture going for a flank, but they're tagging them and keeping them pressured. It'll be a little bit difficult if they're aware of them.
Our rush comes out. Terra Surge comes out. You get one with the Terra Surge. Here you go.
Venture. Cryptic trying to put pressure on the back line, which is a good idea. Unfortunately, the supports have hands, so couldn't quite get them. It's a good idea, though. You want to put pressure so they can't. So 2v1, you know, if you put pressure on them and they can't heal their team, you're getting a lot of value.
Exactly.
But, you know, sometimes the supports are gods in their own right, so you can't always bully them when they're that good.
Yep. We got the Zarya swap here. Be a good counter to Orisa. Pushing white room again.
We Looks like they're gonna taxi, try to get the Venture, or
Yep.
maybe go on a flank that Lucio. Try to create some angles.
Oh, yeah, we got some excellent angles going on right here.
We're gonna see a big blade here.
Getting surrounded here.
Wonder what if they're gonna try to combo anything. They're far away from grabs, so they might just try to drive blade in. Go with homing it. So. Yep, they're going for it. We see if they can get anything.
Oh, we got one. Out. We got one. Okay.
Trade ults.
Wu Yang ult. No. Wu Yang moving too fast.
Yeah, sometimes with the blade, once you push it, every single person treats it as like the highest priority ultimate, even though it's not.
Oh yeah.
So you can actually draw a lot of fire from your team because everyone instinctively looks only at the Genji. So if the rest of your team goes crazy during it, you can actually, your team can do a lot while the enemy is distracted from Genji.
Yeah.
Venture ult from Cryptic here. Seems they can get those casts on the side, but they're aggroed down so hard by that Orisa. Orisa's making some space.
Orisa and High Noon. Oh, there's nothing
Yeah, I
they can
hate
do.
to see it. They suck them up with the Orisa ult, with the Terror Surge, and then they get locked in place for the High Noon. Looks like GVSU Black, they're going to have to try contest, and the Venture dies.
Oh, Lucio flies in with the touch. Zara's coming in from the bridge.
And they're going to have to get some kills. They got one, but they're going to have to stagger
on.
on.
Get Kiriko?
They can. They just need to survive.
1v3?
1v3.
Ooh.
Well, Venture's here to stall, so they can stagger.
here.
Keep going, rotating. This is good. And looks like it's over for Grand
That's
Valley.
it. Very close game.
Yep, well, can't win them all, so it's going to be Robert Morris. Robert Morris himself actually took that match. He's actually a carry player. He's a GM player, if you didn't know. Robert Morris. John Robert Morris.
Wow. I would like to meet John Robert Morris.
So that must be really
Very
cool.
honorable individual.
Yeah, so they're going to take that 1-2-0 for Li Zhang Tower. But Grand Valley can still bounce back from this. All right, so what do you think of the round? I think Grand Valley still put up a pretty good fight, all things considered.
I think so. One thing that I noticed right off the bat is that they were able to shake RMU off of their favored Maga pick. Because they've been running that in a lot of their previous games, and to shake them off their main tank so quickly, I'm curious what they're going to be doing for the next round here.
Yeah, I wonder that as well. I'm surprised they didn't play Ana for the Mauga. I wonder if they're banned, but they're both running Kiriko, so maybe they were just having that, to cleanse just in case there's a switch. Usually Ana's a pretty good one for Mauga because he's kind of like kind of has that hog vibe to where he doesn't have a shield and he constantly leeches or heals himself. So that could be an option in the future as well.
Yeah, I think on Li Jing though, I think Ana, especially for going against Lucio Kiriko, can just get ran after. So, but maybe on next map we might see some escort on the longer range maps. I think Ana would be definitely very lethal for the Maga comp.
Yeah, I feel like Ana Kiri or Lucio Kiri. Well, Lucio Kiri is just one of the best support comps of all time. Like, ever since Overwatch 2 came out, it's one of the most consistent ones. Well, Lucio has always been one of the most consistent, and Kiri now too. That cleanse is just so good. It can stop basically any ability in the game. And she's just so survivable. If she gets dove, she can just teleport away.
Yep.
If she gets stuck by pulse bomb, she can teleport. Or if she has 2 out, she can pulse bomb, or she can teleport or Suzu herself.
Yeah, just infinite ways to get out.
That's what makes it a little bit difficult if you're trying to dive the Kiriko. All right, so any of you have heard about Challenge Day? We have another reminder for that. Make sure to sign up for it.
This week's challenge is the best ultimate. In any of your favorite games, Valorant, Overwatch 2, show us your clips of some of your best ultimate plays.
And make sure to submit that in our Discord channel and look for Challenge Day. Hope to see some funny ones, maybe some epic ones, some 5Ks. That one kill that you thought was really cool and looked ridiculous, and gave you play of the game even though you probably shouldn't have. If you thought it was funny, like the game did, then may as well submit it. All right, and then I believe we still have another round coming up here soon. So we still have a hot second though before that starts. So we might cut to a break here for just one moment, but we'll be right back.
New this year is our Gaming Together initiative. With our focus on community involvement, we wanted to make new events for all of you. Watch parties, stream segments with members, and multi-game events will be common. We are wide open to recommendations from all of you, so please talk to our production team and submit all of your great ideas. Play, compete, belong.
All right, welcome back, gamers. So we are open to looking at new possible ideas for the stream. You know, if you have a session idea or just want to see anything in chat you want us to do or talk about, just give us a suggestion and we'll look at it.
Yeah, drop it in chat, drop it in the Discord, give us your ideas, and we'll try something new.
Yeah, we love feedback. If you want, we could always bring back the tier list too in between rounds. That was kind of funny. The first week we did this. It's you know, old reliable. We can bust it out
We could.
too. So we can always find something if we want. Yeah, so if you want, it can be game specific. If you want it to be Overwatch for us, or if you play another game, you're probably here for Overwatch because you're watching Overwatch. But if you do hypothetically play Valorant or CS:GO or Rocket League, for those segments, you could find a specific game for those, or if you want them to cover a specific topic or something in between, just let us know, and we can cover it in some way.
So, honestly, I've been looking forward to trying to cast some of these games for quite some time, and week after week, something comes up that prevents me to go. So I'm like excited to finally be here and talk about Overwatch.
Yeah, I completely get that. Since I'm alumni, I had a kind of similar thing to where the production studio was delayed for a while, and I was always playing the game, so I always had some kind of conflict because I was so much in the program. So it's kind of like you have to just pick a night and say, okay, I can't do everything. I'm just gonna do this one night because you never get to try it.
There were at least a couple of weeks I'm like, all right, I'm gonna cast. I got everything on my way, and then someone on Team White is like, oh, I can't make it. I'm like, I gotta play for White.
Yep, it's how it goes. But you know, enjoy it while you can. Whenever you're in college, you know, you get all these fun opportunities. So I just try to always say, you know, just do everything you can. You'll never have an empty space. It's great advice.
100%.
Oh yeah, so Felix, you're actually plays for GVSU, so they'll inform you guys about that too.
Yeah, so I am the support player for Overwatch Blue. I play Lucio for their team. Previous years, I would usually play tank on Winston, but this year, shuffle some things around. So Lucio's been a ton of fun so far. And I think overall, it's been a great season so far.
Yeah, Lucio's a pretty cool character.
Oh, he's so much fun.
Yeah, I used to be on GVSU Blue previous years as well myself, so I get that. It's very demanding. You have all the scrims and all the fun competitions, but it's always worth it.
100%. I don't regret a second of it. Honestly, so far, I think my favorite part about playing on the team is just like the team morale, making connections. Just playing the game, really.
Yeah, that was one of my favorite things as well too, is just getting to meet people who are also so passionate. My absolute favorite memory, since I'm an alumni now, was going with the LAN tournaments in South Bend.
Yeah.
I think they might have it this year later. I'm not 100% sure, but if they do, I'm going to a LAN tournament. It's so fun because you get to travel. You know, like you have your friends. You're going on a road trip, and then it's all like your gamer friends who all have the same interests. And you go, you have hotel room, and you get to play in a competition in like a professional arena. It's really fun. So I hope you guys get to do that as well.
Yeah, we actually have one coming up at the Grand Rapids Comic Con, November 16th. We're having I know the Overwatch team is going. I'm not 100% about other teams, and I'm sure they're going to. And this will be our first LAN event for Overwatch for this semester. So I'm very excited by it. And I believe that they're still looking for volunteers for the event. So if you've got some free time and want to help support GVSU Esports, look into volunteering, reach out to Evan, and I believe he'll be able to help you point you in the right direction.
Yeah, and if they do end up having a live stream for whatever reason, make sure to watch and support the team. It'll be very fun, especially if it's their first LAN environment. From someone who's experienced LAN tournaments before, they're very fun. The energy is very different from playing online. Even in the esports center we have, when you get to see the other team and you're traveling there, that's not your usual setup. it's kind of out of your comfort zone, but it's a really fun way to experience it.
Got a couple questions in chat. Felix, how long have you been playing Overwatch? I started playing Overwatch back in 2016 when it came out on Xbox, and I would play nothing but Junkrat. And honestly, I took a bit of a gap in playing, I would say about 2018, 2019 or so, and picked it back up when Overwatch 2 came out and have been playing a lot more since then. And I'm very excited that I kept playing the game after taking such a break and played again after.
Yeah, I started in 2016 as well. I still grinded through that time, but I realized a lot of people kind of went off during GOATs in like 2018, 2019. A lot of people got back into it, but I've had a few points to where I would take like a month off or like not play for a little bit, but I never like truly left. So I get that. But it sounds like the game is going to be on in just a second here. So after we finish our current conversation, I think we're going to move over back to Overwatch. So.
All right, let's see what map they chose.
Ooh,
King's
Scrim's Row, as we like to call it. We're going to get to see any of the Rectangle Man. It looks like Robert Morris has, the school, not the person, has selected Reinhardt right now, but they still have time to change it.
Yeah, I see Overwatch Black is also on D.Va. I really do like the D.Va pick on defense. I think her mobility for accessing high ground is very useful for defending this first point.
See, they're locked Widow and Spawn. I'm curious if they're going to go for the spawn kill, try to do the classic, I'll switch if I don't get a kill. They just go up to the window. They have a D.Va, they're probably going to protect them and see if they get
to the window.
And I see Reinhardt. Oh, they're just going to block
Big shield in the way. They're still waiting for it, though, waiting to see if anyone peeks out.
Are they going to switch?
Nope.
All reliable? Yep, back to all reliable on Venture. Yep. Looks like they're going to...
Already pushing past the statue. Robert Morris is holding all the way in the corner.
Yeah, they're holding really far back. They give him so much space. They're just kind of rotating towards Hotel, but now they're going to have to re-engage the point, otherwise Grand Valley's going to get free percentage.
Oh yeah, we've just taken the entire high ground here.
And it looks like Grand Valley's able to take so much space. Robert Morris a little bit shy to engage. Genji's going to have to get out of there because it's so easy to kill Genji with Mei.
Got the ice block out. Mei isn't very vulnerable right now. And Robert Morris just gets cleaned up.
Yeah, it looks like they still have a few players, so they could try to recap. I think they're going to go back and just regroup here.
Ryan charges out. Looks like they're regrouping.
Yep, they're just going to give him the point and just fight, go again, another game.
Incredibly fast point.
Yeah, have that 5 minutes remaining. That's quite a substantial time bank. Grand Valley's going to go up, try to get some stagger kills, but Robert Morris grew up still. Grand Valley can't get too greedy here.
You see, Ryan is incredibly low already. Ooh.
Yep, they're not going to want to see that. This trade favors Grand Valley because they're on offense. They have the closer spawns as of the moment. So they'll take that trade easily. And speaking of that, they're switching off Reinhardt, going back to Malga himself.
Yep.
Looks like they're going to try to Mog on them. Let's see if they can. Winston's okay against him as long as he bubble dances properly. But once the bubble's down, though, it's bad.
Yep.
Yep. Once bubble's down, then it's just going to feed off the Winston. Grand Valley might have to switch.
Massive slam from Robert Morris.
Looks like it's going to be
Grand Valley trying their best to get out. Lucio gets walled off. Oh, unfortunate.
Yeah, if they're going to stagger.
And Kiriko dies in spawn.
Yep, unfortunate from that. They're going to have to just sit there and wait. But luckily, Grand Valley had a really big time bank, so...
Yeah.
So
even
it's not
still,
as bad.
They pushed it halfway to the second point already.
Yeah,
not at all a bad push.
Can't be too angry from that. We got a wall, but not completely, so they're still able to move in and out. Mayo buying so much space, and it allows Robert to move in. So tempted just to call them Robert out.
Even with the Blizzard, we still clean them all up.
Yep, saving the blade for next fight. Don't need it. Trying to stagger with Kiriko, but her hitbox is so tiny. She floats around. They might not be able to get it. Come on. Can they get
Always
it?
going all the way
Oh,
for
the
it.
reload. Oh, they had it. Had to reload at the last possible second. Gonna be coming up.
Setting up at a second point here.
Yeah. Genji blade coming up for Grand Valley. You're gonna have to try to bait out the Suzu though, because I know they're gonna be watching for the blades. I'm sure they know they have it.
Robert Morris's orbit comes out.
See if they get a pick off Grand Valley.
Oh,
They're still gonna go for the blade.
they go for one.
B come out, so it slows down the blade a little bit. But they're still getting the kill, so it's
Saga is dead, and they get the capture second.
yeah. I feel like they only used 2 ults, and Robert Morris, they still had a few. I feel like they should have just used them before they died, but
Yeah.
maybe
Oh, they
this one's-
swap off manga with the cage, and
That is-
back to the Orisa mirror from last map.
That was quite surprising. I feel like Cage is such a really good zoning ult. Almost surprised. I know it's you gotta switch off, but it's such a good one. I feel like they would just try one fight with him and switch.
Yeah. We'll see here. Robert Morris is holding this corner very well. Grand Valley has to back out.
Yeah. A possible battle of the high noons here. But they both have Genji, so they all have to watch for reflect.
Oh yeah, I got my money on Elder Blitz here.
For sure, they got this. Oh, high noon used the last second. Unfortunate from Grand Valley. Maybe they're switching, but I think it might have been a panic ult, which it happens in the heat of the moment, Jimbo.
It does. They're pushed all the way back in the spawn.
Yep, still
All right.
3 minutes. Kind of vaguely reminiscent of first point where the captain then died. Someone has the mythic weapon for Kiriko. Very cool.
Very flashy. I hope we get to see a flashy shooting rush in the next couple seconds here.
That would be
Pushing up in the corner.
very cash money.
Rush comes out.
There we go.
I knew.
Can they reflect it? They're looking for it.
Oh,
They killed the Genji.
Deflect.
But Robert Morris holds that high noon to the very last second. Still gets one. Well, they're getting held back, so now Grand Valley's getting some cart pressure here. Coming up
Looking
the
to get a
last
pick on
cut.
Wu Yang. Ooh, good shot.
Big terror surgeon zoning out. This cast on the flank from Grand Valley just getting so much
Elder
pressure
Twisting
done.
killing everybody. And that is 3 points for GVSU
Yeah,
Black.
they're going to complete all 3 points. Robert Morris is going to have a big turnaround here if they want a chance.
100%. I think given that they won so much time and just that first point alone, I think if Black can even hold it for even half the time
Well,
of their allotted time, then I think they'll be in such
yeah,
a major
I believe
advantage.
if they get it to 0 seconds, they still are going to force to win because then Robert Morris can only draw at best if it gets to 0 seconds. So I believe that's how it works at this point in hybrid.
I think so.
Yeah, so they're going to want to finish with a decent time bank. That is a pretty tall ask with how good Grand Valley ran that last round. But they're going to, it looks like, run the Zarya. Let me try to do some counter. Some people think that Zarya's counter swap to Orisa. It is a little bit, but it's definitely way stronger against Genji. It's a high charge Zarya. You can just melt him. You can't deflect out of it. You just can feel like he does nothing against the Zarya.
Oh yeah, he just gets beamed. And especially too, Orisa with her second major perk gets a shield.
Well,
It's able to
Pachimari
just
spray,
completely
a fun
block the beam.
reminder for everyone. Pachimari tournament is tomorrow in person for GVSU Esports.
Yes, the Pachimari Cup
Yeah,
is
so
tomorrow.
Thank you for the sprays. Unintentional reminder. If anyone wants to sign up, it's still tomorrow in person in Grand Valley. And so it's going to be, I believe it's a 3v3 or teams
Yeah,
of 3?
it's 3v3 tournament of the elimination game mode, and if you're in the top 3 teams, you'll be gifted a plush Pachimari.
Oh, that is
So-
fun. I do love when you flush Pachimari.
Oh yeah.
I have a couple myself and gifts over the years. It looks like Grand Valley's going to be blocking the Mei or Orisa still. Orisa, oh, Sojourn's getting some picks here on the side. I feel, so Orisa they're getting work done, but they're taking so much fire. They're constantly at 50 to 100 HP, and finally they get toppled. But they really took a lot of pressure.
Yeah, can't do anything to block the Zarya beam.
Yeah, that's rather difficult for Orisa. And also, when Robert Morris got a pick so early on, and they were at 4v5 most of that, but they did a good job of holding on.
Yeah.
Now it looks like they're going to back up and try to hold second point. Unfortunately, it looks like Robert Morris is going to push up a little bit, so they can't hold the first choke, but they can probably get this corner.
And looks like we sawed off Orisa as well, so now we're forcing the Zarya mirror.
Now some good bubble management.
Playing this corner very safely. Robert Morris is pushing the Venture. Backs up. Honestly, Zarya pick, I'm not at all surprised from. GVSU Black, I know Lunar is very familiar with Zarya.
Yeah. We'll say Robert Morris did get an absolute juicer of a grab, though.
Oh,
got
yeah.
Three people in it are able to clean up the fight with it. Grab's still one of the most impactful ultimates if you land a good one in the game. Venture 1v1, both hiding in the ground, just staring at each other.
Oh, they leave. Eevee gets to sit here in this height, playing ninja.
Yeah, vaguely reminiscent of when you have two Sombras touch each other when invisible, and they go, and then they just run away from each other and proceed wherever they're going.
Oh, ooh.
And they're
Beamed by Soj.
Soldier from Robert Morris. They're so good. I feel like I always see them take the opening pick.
Yeah.
Hand it to them.
I know when GVSU Black was trying to practice for this game, they were watching these VODs, and they were very concerned about the Sojourn pick. They've been quite fierce in all of their games this season.
Yeah, Sojourn's one of those ones that whenever they're in meta, I feel like they feel a little bit oppressive because it feels like you're full HP 1 second and then you're insta-dead the next second.
Yeah, there is... Since Freya came out earlier this year, there has been no other DPS that's able to just out as much pure damage as Sojourn.
At least I'm glad Mercy's not in the meta because I feel like Mercy enables so much more one-shots. Gonna invest the grab here in Grand Valley and some other ults. They're making trades. Grand Valley really needs to stabilize, so they're okay with investing some ultimates, but they're down. They're gonna try to go for the high noon. I don't think they should high noon. I think they need to save it for a second, yeah, for the regroup.
Yeah, they got just a couple seconds to regroup and take another fight here.
Yeah. They want someone else to distract.
Close.
They're gonna get
Cass
solo
gets
grab.
They do not want the high noon.
Ball-
Last ball pick.
Yeah, it looks like they're gonna take some space. I thought they're gonna just contesting cart, but they're just gonna move forward, push everyone back, try to buy some space. Yeah, they need to kill this Zarya.
Maybe push her off the map.
You're just hoping they do the path. They
Spinning
did
away.
get it. They got the Zarya.
Oh,
That's
they got it.
massive. Oh my god, that's so funny. And now Grand Valley's on the road to stabilize. Now that they're able to get that Zarya. Yep, just come back, ball. You got this.
Don't get the stagger.
Yep. Oh, okay, they're good. They got this. You know, a little bit rough from last point, but once they finally grouped up and got a team fight victory, then now they're looking a lot better.
Yeah, as long as they play safe and play careful, I think there's nothing stopping them from holding
Yeah,
us.
Robert Morris did invest a lot in that last fight. All of their ultimates were Grand Valley. They're still holding on to that high noon, so using maybe funny zones or maybe a cheeky off-angle kill.
Yeah.
And again, the Sojourn gets the pick right at the start. A little bit of a god gamer from Robert Morris.
Yeah. Maybe ball can recontest at the last second.
Oh, I got a
Another
Lucio
grapple.
boop there on the Wu Yang. I
Is Zarya
saw
gonna
that.
learn her lesson from last time?
This time it was on the Wu Yang. I saw that Lucio.
Mines are out covering objective. They can't touch the point.
Got some big ball gaming going on here.
Here we go. Oh, melted by Zarya.
Yeah, if they're getting some trades, they're gonna have to stay on point. There's only one person for Grand Valley there, so they might have to pull back.
Eevee going with the Sojourn
But they
pick.
get the kill. Oh no, this is so scary for the Genji. This is so sad. No.
Shoved in the corner. Oh.
They shoved in the corner with the ult in their face. Well, a rather similar time bank. It looks like this point of King's Row is going to go the whole distance.
Looks like it. Very even so far.
Switching sides. Initiating match.
Oh yeah, So we got to think what Grand Valley can do here. I think one of the problems they had is I feel like they got a pick right at the start. Like they always usually the Sojourn. I felt like they just snipe someone off the side. So I feel like they might just have to play a little together, or at least be more cognizant of just they're really really good on the Sojourn. So they might just have to group up and always have someone babysit each other. You know, it's a little bit difficult. Like it's like when someone has a good Widowmaker and you say just don't get headshot. You know, it's kind of difficult. But there are ways to try to cooperate with each other and plan around it.
Yeah, I think given the Sojourn is such a lethal threat, I think I want to see more Lucio and Genji maybe trying to take some sort of angle to try and get to her. But it looks like Robert Morris is going with the Cassidy pick this time.
Yeah, not as many one-shots with the cast. Rather difficult. In fact, you can't. You can kind of do combo with flashbang and right
He's
click,
still
but it's not
just
as
able
good.
to dish out a lot of damage, though.
They got a hazard coming up from GVSU Black. Hopefully they have the Woof Woof voice line equipped. I'd love to see
I
that
hope
one.
so.
That is the meta voice line.
Can't play any game of Hazard without it.
That's true. Usually when I play Hazard, I have it and the enemy tank also has it. We love to spam Woof Woof. It's so good. Looks like switches. They are going to run the Hazard. Maybe try to treat it as a mini May wall and try to wall them off. Looks like they're going to try to take high ground.
Yep, taking high ground, forcing Robert Morris into the corner again. With double hit scan, we're able to put a lot of pressure into that corner, and they have nowhere to go.
Yeah, it looks like reminiscent of last round where they kind of play in that hotel lobby there. Cass is going to get that Mega to stabilize while he gets outside the room. Now Robert Morris is finally on the aggro, but they're getting trades. Ooh, and then, yep, they all aggroed on them. Yep. Cass is one of those characters where they're not very mobile, so if you get caught out of position and they all rush you, you're just kind of dead. You have nothing you can do to get out.
Oh, he's just landing 4 headshots in a row.
Yeah, you could do that. I don't know why Grand Valley. I feel like Grand Valley they should just do that every time, actually.
Oh, right? Yeah, why don't you just...
Yeah.
Elder Twisted just hit
I'm sure
14 headshots in a row.
Yeah, I'm sure they got this fight for real. This time they'll just hit every headshot. They'll win. Yeah, this Wu Ying really likes using on the Genji.
Yeah, Wu Ying is very good at trying to poke out these other off angles with little to no effort. But Wild Eevee might be able to... Will he get out?
Yeah, Genji's one of those characters
looking
too
for
that
him.
he's so fragile that if you actually put enough pressure, he just has to get out.
Yeah, he's hiding in the corner here. Might be able to set up for something big with Hazard.
Grand Valley, not much time left in the time bank, so they're going to have to try to make a move here.
Last 10 seconds, I think they're going to be able to build Rush right on time.
Like that's going to be the main ultimate.
Big slash from Hazard. Their team's isolated.
might
Zarya,
be
ooh!
Elder Twisty gets the headshot there. They need an
Venture's
opening
forced
pick.
to touch. Cleaned up, and we're able to capture the point in the last couple seconds here.
And if they're going to overtake it, they don't want to get too greedy. They want the staggers, but they also can't get off part, and they don't want to die here. They're trying to get this cast. They're constantly 1 HP, but they're getting pocketed the whole time. Will they get them?
Can't do
no, they
enough
can't.
damage.
Yeah, the same thing with the Zarya. They're trying to get the Zarya. They're going to ult him in and try to do
comes
it.
out. One. They're able to clean him up anyway. Wow.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
Something happened to that Wu Ying. I don't know how, but he got booped off or he jumped off the map. I noticed that there.
I guess he just got bored.
Yeah, we give a real shout out to the people pushing the cart because sometimes the rest of your team goes up and they get crazy kills like that, and then you're just Lucio or support just sitting in a cart. So that's very crucial. I appreciate
no
you.
shame in pushing the cart. Someone's got to do it.
Yeah, someone's got to do it. I know you weren't as cool to spectate as the Genji or the tank going up getting all the kills, but just know you are appreciated. Someone has to do it. If not, you guys just instantly lose. Genji, really low, looking for a big play
out here. Luckily, we're able to regroup with the team. And Robert Morris's rush comes out. We drop the beat. Blade comes out. Focus on the Wu Yang.
Yeah, they get bubbled. They get ultimate.
Everyone's looking at Genji.
That's a certified Genji moment. Like I was saying earlier, once you play it, everyone treats it as the biggest threat in the lobby, even though it's usually not. Some trades. Grand Valley has to sit on card here, otherwise they lose. Yeah, there's only one of them left. It's going to be Currens for Grand Valley, but they're still able in overtime to get the first point and a half, which is still rather good.
That was an excellent push.
It looks like this round will not be a draw unless they perfectly stop it at like the exact same centimeter. But since it's in the middle of an objective, that looks like it won't
Yeah.
be. Someone has
I
to
don't
win.
think so. Somebody will win, and I'm confident it'll be GVSU Black.
Yeah. You heard it here first, folks, from us. We promise tonight someone's gonna win. And please continue to follow GVSU Esports for more insightful commentary. And with that said, let's move back to Robert Morris. Now is gonna have to go on the offense too. It looks like they're gonna block the Zarya. Pretty similar comp. Wu Yang. Luckily, Wu Yang did get nerfed. He was so strong last patch. He was a must pick in competitive.
It was like disgusting what he could do.
Yeah, I'm glad that he's still pretty strong, but I'm glad now that he's optional, not required.
Yeah.
Looks like Robert Morse, they're also going to go for the Widow pick. Grand Valley, I'm sure they're aware since they've tried to run the strategy as well. You know,
Yep.
don't want to peek that window. You know they're going to look for it.
I'm worried about Ken here. He's looking right at the window.
And he's trying to tease it. Grand Valley's looking. They have the Penguin. Ooh, and the Galaxy gun. That's pretty cool. Get it because she's a penguin, so it's pretty cool when she shoots ice. Anyway, they're looking for a possible wall off, but they're playing safe from this Widow. Looks like Grand Valley knows they have to rotate on this side of the wall because they cannot peek her. And it's going to be swap off. The Tracer. Actually, never mind. They changed their mind. They're going to go to Venture. No more feeling Tracer.
Still looking for a good wall here, trying to get Zarya isolated.
Grand Valley's now the one playing the hotel.
Oh, wall comes out.
Massive wall from Grand Valley, but Robert Morris is still getting the picks here. Down just to Lucio. I don't think they contest. Yeah, I think they just fall back, regroup. They still are going to have less time than normal for second point, so they just regroup and just, about 2 minutes to hold. Most of second point isn't too bad.
Definitely very winnable.
Yep, always winnable.
Playing safe in this corner here. Genji on height, trying to look for supports. Lucio's here with them, looking at Wu Yang.
Yeah, they know they're up there trying to poke them out. Hopefully Grand Valley can just get one big fight wipe and they win. Everyone's staring at
Bench
Genji.
is training for Genji. Oh, they do not like him.
Now it's going to be Genji down. Now they're going to have to watch Grand Valley to play really safe. They can give some space, but they like to hold around the wall here because the wall's a very good defensive position. Currently still no ults from Grand Valley behind him coming up. It's starting a little bit dicey for Grand Valley. Yep, there's the grab on the Lucio.
And poor Lucio.
They'll probably get one more staggered fight here, but still a little bit. But they're going to have to touch here.
Yeah, they're going to have to move quick. We do have Rush.
Yep, switching to ball. The stall maxer himself is here.
Couple more.
Oh no, they were watching.
Not fast enough.
Oh, it's going to be Robert Morris taking round 2 on Kings Row. That was a pretty good match.
Yeah.
Even though the score is very misleading, even though it says 2-0, Cryptic would play the game here. Even though it's 2-0 score, they still held that and both went to overtime, so
yeah,
a little bit deceiving.
Both of these games have been incredibly close so far. It's alright, we're going to see a complete reverse
see the
sweep.
boop there. Love a good environmental kill. Alright, well, that was another good game of Overwatch. I'd love to see Kings
Excellent
Row.
game.
Yeah, I thought we'd see more Reinhardt, at least I was hoping, but he's not as good in the meta. But sometimes I hold out hope that he'll be played.
One day he'll be good
Yeah, the
again.
problem with 5v5, or one of them now, is that a lot of times you play Reinhardt, you can also play Zarya, and Zarya's just good into a lot of stuff right now.
Right.
You play Rush, so a lot of people just prefer to play Zarya here.
Yeah, Reinhardt can only do so much. Like, his shield is awesome, but that's about it.
Yep, so... Yep, so in just a moment here, we're going to wrap up here for round 3. I'm going to have to head out early, and we're going to switch hosts and casters. So it's been a wonderful night to have you all here. Hope to see you all again. And in the meantime, we're going to have a little promotional video when we're switching over hosts. So hope you all have a wonderful night and enjoy the promo video. Come cast sometime. It's really fun.
Hey Lakers, want to be involved with esports but don't know if you want to compete? Come broadcast with us.
we provide an opportunity for you to showcase your passion, your talent, and how much you just love your favorite video games. Not sure what casting entails? Feel free to check out our past streams at GVSU Esports on YouTube. Never been in front of the camera before? That's okay. We're here to help you out. We'll be able to provide you with any of the initial casting training that you need. Have any questions? Reach out to me, Evan, or the production staff on Discord, and we'll help you out. We can't wait to work with you soon.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back. I am taking over where Derek left off. I'm Ethan Zagota, and it seems like a pretty close game so far.
Incredibly close so far.
Despite Robert Morris being 2-0 right now, but so far those games are just extremely close.
2-0 by a very slim,
very small margin. That last one was just about had it. That last hinder though, that was on the ball. That was tough.
Tragic to watch.
I'm excited to see the rest of this though, because there's been a lot of swapping of tanks, but then I think Robert Morris has just kind of been sticking with Zarya this last bit. So we'll see how that goes.
There's been a lot of counter swapping so far, and Robert Morris's comfort pick has been Maga for the rest of the season. The fact that they've been playing Orisa and Zarya so far, just kind of, I'm not surprised, but maybe Luna's just that good.
I assume it's kind of shocking if they have been just playing Maga, really. And it's for best counter to Zarya, I'm not too sure. I would honestly, I play a lot of Bastion, so I kind of find him to be a decent counter against Zarya, even though he kind of feeds the charge, but he just takes out that shield so quickly.
Once the bubbles are gone, she's pretty easy to mount. I would say Winston's also an incredible pick in Zarya. Winston has incredible mobility, and Zarya does not.
It's just it's just the one thing. Nothing can get through those shields. Even things that should go through shields. It's tough.
Playing on GVSU Blue, we've been playing into so many Reaper Zarya comps, and it's been rather frustrating to have to deal with the Reaper who is bubbled and then wraithing and then bubbled again. So Zarya has been incredibly strong for a good month or two now. For this next map here, GVSU Black has the pick, and honestly, I would like to see them play a good push map. I think if they were to go to Esperanza, honestly, I think they'd be able to do, if they're able to run Zarya still, I think Zarya is a pretty good pick on that map. A lot of corners are able to hold very well with Zarya.
So we'll see how that works.
We'll see.
Obviously, push is not my favorite game mode.
It's grown on me. It's grown on me.
Really? I think
when it came out, I was definitely very opposed of it, but now it's it's okay.
I think Flashpoint has grown on me more, but specifically I want to say what's the map? I don't know the maps for Flashpoint.
New Junk City?
Not that one. I think Saravasa has kind of grown on me.
Okay.
So
Atlas?
Atlas is not.
No?
But that one never really gets picked, so it's I never
Fair
play
enough.
it. So I don't know.
I like
Flashpoint
Atlas because it's good for
grown.
Lucio. So many walls to ride around on. It's so much fun.
Lucio's a lot of fun. I don't play him too much, but when I do, it's always a fun time.
Oh yeah, 100%. I'd say he's got to be top 5 most fun heroes in the game.
Yeah. I'm traditionally. I always queue all, so it's typically just tank or DPS. So.
Oh yeah, the Q all button is just a second tank button.
But yeah, tank I love. Sigma's probably my most fun hero that I've played.
Sigma's fun.
But then I think I think Orisa's my highest played tank though, which is I do like Orisa, but after a while her kit is kind of boring.
Yeah.
So it's
I get that. Her spears are so fun to hit though.
Very. I love canceling ults with the spear. It's
there's
so
nothing
exciting.
better.
Yeah. That's also kind of the same with Sigma and his rock, so it's
the
kind of
rock,
the same
the
exact
rock
thing.
is so much fun.
I kept seeing clips online. You can cancel Doomfist out of his ult with a Sigma rock. If
Really?
you just aim at the correct spot in the sky, you can hit him out of the sky.
Oh, I'd have
And
to
it's
see of that. That sounds awesome.
I also think it's timed because I think it's you have to hit him at a certain time. It's I really want to do that one day, but I think it's really difficult. 'Cause
You'll hit it one
obviously
day. I believe in you.
I'll do it. I'll do it eventually. It's just whenever I play Sigma into Doomfist, they always swap off. I don't know why. It's always unfortunate.
I don't know.
But
I think in this next map, I really hope that Wild Eevee and Lucia are able to go and take more angles.
mhm.
There were a couple times on that King's Row map I was expecting both of them to go in, and I think they hesitated. And I think on this next map, if they were able to focus on some of these angles, pressure some of those sports, I think we're going to see a lot cleaner fights.
I think also if they pick a map instead, like I feel like Midtown, obviously there are ways to go around, but there's not as many as some other maps, like on Flashpoint or Push. Like those maps just have so many different ways you can kind of go around the map and get those angles.
Even though King's Row is one of the classic maps of Overwatch, it's still, you're right, it's incredibly congested, and it is still like hard to defend and hard to attack.
Yeah,
I would have to say it's one of the hardest maps to play in the game.
it's always fun
100%.
though. It's always fun to
Yeah.
go on that. It always gets me. Last one, when Ball knocked Zarya off the edge. That
was great.
that spot right there always tricks me up. I don't know if I've ever really fallen into it too much, but it's like I always feel like I am about to. It's always like it's always larger than it's always larger than I'm expecting. Like it's
because it's so like hidden too. Because all the other like cliffs in the game, it's very obvious. Like, oh, there's nothing there, but everything's all red over there. It's
yeah,
like
and
hidden.
then like there's no other place to do that on King's Row except for that spot. And
Yeah,
it's
just
like,
at their point. There's a little corner, and then right around the
Yeah.
corner where those boxes are, there's that one little gap too, and that's it. And it's so easy to forget about, and you're like 3 seconds later, oh, I'm in the pit.
It's always tough. But I do feel like that whenever they got a pick onto the Zarya, so one thing I hope to see in the next run, whenever they got a pick onto the Zarya, Robert Morris kind of just fell apart after that.
Oh yeah,
I think
100%.
Zarya is just kind of holding that team together there.
Yeah.
So I think as soon as if GVSU can just get that Zarya down, I think that they can take that.
Yeah, if they're able to play a little bit more slowly, try to bait out those bubbles. Especially, I really do like the Cassidy and May pick. I think if they're able to get a proper wall off, isolate that Zarya, they're going to be able to do so much damage to her, and the rest of their team will fall soon after.
Yeah, it's May's a fun, but can sometimes be pretty complicated to play. Obviously, the walls are always very important.
Yeah, I think May is like deceptively difficult. Like her kit is incredibly simple, but I think to play her effectively requires a lot of like strategy more so than other DPS.
It's kind of like she has the ability to like hugely benefit the team, but also has the ability to hugely like, I guess, debuff her own team with placement of the walls.
Oh, there are so many walls where you place the bad wall and your whole team just looks at you. It's like,
I think I was just I'm thinking of heroes that just do that. I think May and like I think Lifeweaver's kind of one of those because you can just life grip someone out when they don't want to be life gripped. Obviously,
at least it's only one person on the team, and
at
not
least
everybody.
But it's also just always. I mean, as someone who isn't too competitive in their games, I honestly love playing certain characters that can do that just to mess with people, mess with my friends. So.
And it sounds like we're going to be going into our next map here, Suravasa.
So it is Flashpoint, so we'll see if we can get some fun angles on this. So obviously Suravasa, Flashpoint have to go around the big map, getting 3 control points basically.
I think this is one of my favorite maps in the game. I think when Flashpoint first came out, and especially when it was just New Junk City and Suravasa, I was not a fan originally, but it's grown on me so much over time, and I think this is one of the strongest maps in the game right now.
I do find Suravasa a lot of fun. I'm not like Flashpoint isn't my favorite game mode. I'm a big fan of Hybrid, Hybrid or Escort. I'm kind of just a fan of that. I feel like it's kind of. I did play a lot of like games that have that sort of Escort kind of game mode in the past.
Very traditional game mode.
Yeah. So that's kind of why I like those. But then Flashpoint is just a lot of fun because it's kind of that King of the Hill.
And I'm noticing Dr. Chem is not on Lucio, so I'm going to take that as assume that Lucio has been banned this map.
I would actually say that just because nobody is on Lucio, especially on a Flashpoint where it kind of speed to get around this large
Yeah,
map.
having a Lucio to cover all the angles on this map is exceptional. But even Wu Yang is able, with his primary fire, to just shut down a lot of these angles.
Yeah,
And
still doing 100 damage if
Yeah,
everything goes
yeah.
right. Looks like Robert Morris is just taking point early here.
yeah,
Got the percentage, it's building up. GVSU does have to push in, get some picks.
Robert Morris is also on Hazard, who we have not seen yet
There we
in
go.
this match.
Genji landing one onto the other Genji. So hopefully this can give GVSU that edge. Looks like the Robert Morris is kind of responding back with the Sojourn 2K.
Yeah, I think Genji's got to get out and regroup.
Yeah, that Sojourn gameplay is just kind of tearing GVSU apart. Like
Oh,
they have
yeah.
to find a way to get around that as well.
Yeah, I think if they're going to prioritize any target, it's got to be that Sojourn.
It's tough. Sojourn is such a powerful character if you can hit your shots. So
Oh, yeah. Swapping on the Junker Queen here. Junker Queen is, I think this is a solid pick here. I think she's got a lot of sustain for herself, and I think she'll be able to help tank the Hazard and all of his up close damage as well.
yeah, Junker Queen is, I don't play too much Junker Queen, but yeah, she is a good choice when you need to. Hazard already with his ult. Just, I don't know if he hit anyone with it, but it did land 2 onto the Reaper.
Did or didn't. Looks like GVSU Black is still getting cleaned up here.
Yeah. I mean, obviously Hazard can
Yep.
kind of displace with that,
And that's
so
first
it does
point for
work.
Robert Morris.
So GVSU now having to regroup, get to this next flashpoint. I
Yeah.
think Robert Morris is a bit closer than GVSU at the moment.
Coming up on very similar ults so far, we've got our Wu Yang ult, our Kitsune Rush, and Genji Blade coming up here on GVSU Black. I would love to see Wu Yang ult on Genji.
Looks to be a pretty even ult combos between both teams, both having 3.
Yeah. Looks like Grand Valley's got some pretty solid positioning here, pretty much holding point already.
Yeah, Robert Morris looks like they're pushing in, able to get a swing off on the Hazard, but just so much fire coming from Robert
Enemy Wu
Morris
Yang ult
onto
comes
that.
out, their Blade comes out.
It's like Robert Morris just
Oh,
taking them out.
yep.
Genji falling off the map.
Just a full
probably
reset,
just
full
to,
reset.
Yeah, get that reset there. Robert Morris just kind of dominating this map so far.
Luckily, we didn't use any ults, and we're coming up on almost 5. I would like to see some of them come out this fight.
Yeah, everyone could do they could just do an alt dump on point, maybe take it, but
Yeah.
we'll see if that can work. Obviously,
Wrap it around right here.
running Reaper is interesting. Got to get in close for those though, so it's, we'll see if they can do that. Genji with Blade.
Wall is out. Wu Yang ult
Probably
comes
to
out.
go
Blade
for
comes
it
out.
there. Chasing after
Gets
Wu Yang,
one.
landing it.
Gets 2.
Landing another. Both of Robert Morris's supports down, just able to
Ooh,
clean it up
and
there.
The tank falls in
Hazard,
the pit to reset.
yeah, Hazard just going for that reset there.
Excellent fight.
As soon as those supports go down as well, it's tough for Robert
Yeah.
Morris to recover there.
Yeah, nothing you can do. Back up.
See if
Coming up now
GVSU
on Rampage on Junker Queen and Reaper's Death Blossom. Lunar has to be careful to only use it after their Kiriko uses Suzu.
Nothing worse than having a Kiriko cleanse all that away. It's always tough. Hazard ulting on point. Just another 2K from the Robert Morris Sojourn. 3K, I think, at that point there. That's
Yeah.
tough to go against that. That's
Oh.
one hit. That is
One
tough.
health left.
Hate to see it. But Robert Morris retakes that second point there.
Genji might be able to get a last second touch here.
See if they can just get in there, get that
Touch it, put it in overtime.
going. Got the touch.
Yep.
Oh, they just have to get past here.
We ain't going to the right. Oh, Chem down instantly.
Junker Queen using their ult. Just Genji on Robert Morris, taking out GVSU Black's backline.
Oh, such.
Unable to get anything.
Oh, Kiriko's cleaning people up.
Yeah, that's very tough. Probably moving on to third point now. We'll see
Yep.
how
Back off junk
GVSU
queen,
can,
back to Hazard.
can adapt to this.
And we are very close to a 1-to-1 mirror in team comps right now.
Yeah. This is, we'll see if GVSU does actually try and mirror here. I just feel like the Sojourn is just so tough on Robert Morris that
Yeah.
it's tough to get around that.
Looks like Genji's trying to wrap around. Try to get to where the sports are.
Trying to get the flank here.
Pressure. It's got almost 3 people looking at him.
Genji's both deflecting just right there. Kind of
Genji duel.
same brain cell.
Oh.
moment, but unfortunately it gets taken down. I think that was a Sojourn and a Genji there.
Yeah.
Reaper unable to land one, unfortunately. Just
And Chem's trying to get out of there. Reset with the team.
yeah, it was tough for GVSU Black right now.
They give up the chase. They let him go. Wow, so nice of them.
So nice of them, but they probably have to get back and prepare for the rest of GVSU to come back.
Oh, yeah. And Robert Morris is coming up on almost 5 ults here. This is going to be a tough fight.
GVSU coming up with Genji Blade and Wu Yang All. They also have Rush right now, but yeah.
Like that wing out comes out. And Hazard left without supports is melted instantly
Taken
by
down by the
Sojourn.
Sojourn. Though Reaper GVSU does land one onto that Genji after the Wu Yang All and the Genji All. Just provided
trying to get out of there.
distraction for Robert Morris to push up on the rest of the team.
Going
Kiriko
through the
Rush
rush,
comes
96%.
out.
I don't know if they have the touch.
I don't think they do.
They do not have the
Unfortunately,
touch.
Genji almost there.
Almost.
Just not able to get it.
An unfortunate 3-0, but you know what? All of those games were so close.
Yeah, the first two games were very close. Just watching those, that was kind of, I don't know. This
one-
made me nervous.
This one, I think, was definitely a little more one-sided in Robert Morris's favor.
Definitely, that Sojourn.
This map is so open, and their Sojourn was just allowed to shine the whole time.
That Sojourn was way too dominant for all of these matches. That was tough for GVSU.
Yeah, tough, but such a close game. If they were,
Such a close game.
if they even played just 5% better, it would have been a 3-0.
Those first 2 games, it
100%.
would have been pretty good.
But overall, that was a great game from both teams.
Yeah. That was that was very entertaining just watching, especially the first 2 games with how close they were. It was just
Oh yeah. I loved all the variety with. I love seeing the mate pick, even if it doesn't work out. Just the being able to try to get that wall off, I think, is always. It feels so good every single time.
yeah.
And it's especially on that King's Row. I thought they were totally going to be able to get Zarya out, get that wall off, but
it's
it was
like
just
they were looking for it, I think, and they just weren't able to get
100%.
it. Yeah, May. I don't like going against her, but she is just a fun character to play.
She's
so
fun.
It's a lot of fun.
There's nothing more frustrating to play against on a good May player. It's just like, oh my god, I can't do anything.
yeah. It's tough. She is a tough character to play, but I think that's all we have for today. Unfortunate for GVSU, but good game with Robert Morris. Obviously, they put up quite a fight. So
Yes, they did.
So Challenge Day is out for this week. It's best ultimates. Obviously, Overwatch is a great source for those clips with its ultimates, I guess. Yeah,
I better see 300 Junkrat Tiger submissions
300.
by tomorrow.
I'll maybe submit my my Reinhardt solo shatters on supports. So
Yeah.
that might be pretty good.
Yeah, screw those supports. What do they?
Yeah, just that 1 health mercy that I need to take down. It's
I've been there.
there's the Lakerland coming out on Monday, so be prepared to watch that. And then there's a Minecraft server coming out.
Yes, yes.
Fun.
I've been able to play on it a little bit. It's been a ton of fun.
Really?
I would say a good chunk of the Overwatch folks have been dominating the server so far. So we got to get more people from other games in.
I may have to get back on Minecraft. I haven't played in a long time, so we'll see about that.
But you can find out more on the Lakerland next week. And tomorrow, I'm also hosting the Pachimari Cup 3v3 elimination tournament. Sign-ups are in the Overwatch announcements channel on the Discord. So if you haven't signed up, I recommend you do so. If you win, if you're in the top 3 teams, you will get a plush Pachimari to take home.
Plush Pachimari, no way.
I know.
All right. So have a good weekend, and see you next Wednesday. So.